Yo, Alan, the hell are you doing?
Oh, I'm prepping for the Market Mastery video. Why?
Why are you doing that?
Oh, I need to get into the mindset of how to play Gwen, you know?
By knitting?
Yeah.
Alan, you know she's like a seamstress, right? Not a knitter.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like she has scissors, my guy.
Well, she creates things, right?
With what?
But she has string, though.
She has scissors.
Wait. So you're telling me that I wasted all my time doing this?
Yeah.
Mother... Before you come at me in the comments, yes, I know the difference between a crocheter and a seamstress, but the bit was funny, so I had to. Welcome back to Market Mastery, a series where you find out just because you like a champion does not make them viable in any sense whatsoever. I'm looking at you, Mid-Jin. Gwen is a special case, though. Although she's pretty good, she's good for all the wrong reasons. And no, it's not because she's a doll in Lolita fashion that's basically a walking kill a kill reference. It's because she only has one job, and it's to counter. As weird as it is, Gwen is an AP bruiser. I'll give you guys a second to process that, alright? This tiny girl with huge scissors deals a whole bunch of damage while soaking up a decent amount as well. And I don't know what's going to be crazier than that. We'll talk about that some other time. Gwen was released alongside an emo Yordle, the Last Prince of Persia reference, and her edgy Latino dad, Viego, in a half-baked event that I honestly forgot the name of. But unlike her jungler counterpart, she uses the Hallowed Mist to help others as well as herself in the top lane. Well, at least that's what her numbers say. Her passive is called 1,000 Cuts, which makes her auto attacks deal percentage AP damage based on the target's health, while also healing a portion of the damage dealt. Basically makes her a champion with a whole bunch of sustain while also dealing a lot of damage to people not building MR. Basically just one of the best lane traders in the game. Her Q is named Snip Snip. The passive is that above Gwen's head there's a secondary bar. The bar increases up to 4 times based on the amount of auto attacks that she's done, and resets whenever she has an auto attack for a certain amount of time. The active of this ability is that she uses her scissors to cut a cone of damage right in front of her. She cuts twice while doing true damage in the center of it. But if she also has stacks, she also consumes each stack, adding up to 6 snips in one cast. Mind you, this also applies to her passive heal, so if you trade blows and have a full stack queued ready, you'll be able to regain all that health in a fight. Late game, this is on a 3.5 CD, not including ability haste, so you can see why this is strong. Also, very helpful in lane since it executes minions under 20% health. Her W is the meme ability, and you all know it, everybody makes fun of it one way or another, but you guys might know it as Gwen is immune. But the actual name is Hallowed Mist. Once she activates it, Gwen creates a mist around her for around 4 seconds. During this time, she gains a whole lot of resistances that scale off her AP and make her intangible to everyone outside of her circle. Meaning any ranged ability or any ranged auto attack will not hit her unless you are inside the circle with her. The other neat thing is that during those 4 seconds, Gwen can recast the ability to recenter around her. Or if she even leaves the circle, it'll automatically recenter around her as well. Good for fighting under turrets and being completely safe from everybody trying to global ult you, like Ezreal or Jinx. Her E is also pretty simple. It's called Skip and Slash. It's a dash that can go through short walls, and on activation, for 4 seconds she has increased auto attack range and attack speed while also dealing even more magic on hit damage. That's not the crazy part. The crazy part is that whenever Gwen activates it, if she hits one auto attack on anything, whether it be plants, monsters, minions, or champions, the cooldown will be refunded. It starts at around 25% at the first level, but once it hits max level, it goes all the way up to 65%. In late game, if she has ability haste, this cooldown will be much shorter. She can cast this about every 3 seconds with ability haste, which means during those 4 seconds, if she gets one auto attack, she can recast it again while still being in her empowered state. And you can see why this is good. That makes her split push absolutely insane if she's alone by herself. Finally, her ultimate, Needlework. This ultimate can be casted 3 times, each getting more powerful with each cast. Gwen throws out a singular needle that slows the enemy, dealing magic damage, as well as healing her from her passive. After that first cast, it turns into 3 needles, and after that second cast, it turns into 5 needles. All this while healing her, slowing them, and also dealing percentage health based on the opponent's health. To put it simple, this is either just one of the best engages or the best cleanup ultimates. Hell, you can even use this ultimate to save yourself if you're under tower and if you need a quick heal, since it has a very long range. It's a very non-situational ultimate that Gwen can use whenever she has ready, since it has a pretty decently low CD without ability haste, but with ability haste, it'll go up to probably about 60 seconds at stage 3. I would complain saying that this is the only ability that has some CC in her kit, but honestly having even hard CC would make her even more busted.
But you just kill him by existing near him? Oh, he autoed you. Fucking Thornmail killed him. That's funny. I was like, what? Did he just die from sheer cringe? Like, what the fuck happened?
From sheer cringe? What the fuck? Now, I just want to clarify. Do not first pick Gwen. Gwen is made of counter champions that have no mobility like physical bruisers. Champs like Scion, Alawi, Mundo, Ornn, and even the famous...
이게 그 상태다. 체력 4700, 방어력 329, 마저 201인 챔피언이 저지불가 실드, 벽 넘기는 거 있고요. 에어본 있고, 심지어 쿨타임은 1초밖에 안 되고, 마나는 15 들고, W는 심지어 변신하면 쿨 초기화에다가 패시브는 고정 피해가 들어가며, 그 다음에 방마저로 올리면 올릴수록 스킬 가속이 생기고, Q에 스킬 가속이 생기고, 스킬 속도가 빨라지고, 그 다음에 공격력 개수가 있어가지고, W가
So you better hope that you get counterpick. I mostly ban champs that have way too much mobility or outrange Gwen. So champs such as Fiora, Riven, Quinn, and especially Jax. Don't even get me started on him. For runes, you want to go the basic trader setup, which is Conquer, which is great because your Q-Snips proc Conqueror stacks, which make it very easy to get health gain. With Conquer, you also run Presence of Mind, Alacrity, and Last Stand for low health durability. For your secondary runes, you go Resolve with Second Wind and Overgrowth because of her insane wave clear. For your summoner spells, you run Teleport and either Ghost or Ignite. No flash considering that her dash is on a very low cooldown and can go through walls. Plus, you also have your W, which is basically a no-touch ability.
Oh, no way.
She ulted.
You got her. You got her. You got her. You got her.
Ah! Oh!
Fucking go!
Gwen thrives on AP items, but sometimes other tank items help her a ton, but I'll focus more on her core build. Start out with either Doran's Shield or Doran's Ring. If you're feeling really confident enough to be more aggressive with your opponent, then you can go Ring. But honestly, Doran's Shield is the much better pick. Then, depending on the CC your lane opponent has, you can either go Merc Treads or go just Steel Cap Boots. Next, you want to rush Riftmaker. I know it's not as strong considering Leeching Leer is not in the game anymore, RIP best Omnivamp AP item, but Riftmaker is still a pretty decent part of her kit. And after that, you run Nash's Tooth for a big boost of attack speed and more on hit. After those two items, you have to build as you go. For more damage, you can go Rabadons and Shadow Flame, or you can pivot towards Spirit Visage for more healing and resistance. Gwen is good, mostly AP and then one take item, but it all depends on how the game goes on. If you get ahead, build her Hyper Carry AP. If you're a little bit behind, do a mix of both. And if you lost lane, just try not to pull out your hair.
Nope, come here.
The ultimate. Oh, yep. Gotta love that. Laning as Gwen is fairly simple, but as for myself and probably our other viewers that are mostly stuck in silver and bronze, heed my advice. Only trade if your jungler is nearby or if the opponent has tried using all their abilities to fight. Most of Gwen's abilities have decent CD and one has a refund after one auto attack. The E into Q combo is very good burst, and once your opponent sees you do that, they'll try to go in. After that, then you use W for higher resistances during the trade. As long as you activate Conquer, you have a much higher chance of winning the trade. If they die, you can use your abilities to hard push and reset. Gwen is made for punishing super aggressive champions with even more aggressive attacks and heals. Post level 3, you want to bait out your opponent with your dash and do poke damage with dash Q. Only then finish the job with ult if they try to get away. Oh, who's TPing? Oh, Asol is. With each new patch, I don't see her getting buffed anytime soon since rarely anyone first picks Gwen. I'm pretty sure that I'm like the 2% that first picked her while I was getting footage for this video. And if you're anyone else that first picks Gwen, I feel so sorry for you. In all seriousness, I love playing Gwen. She's a champion that not anybody takes seriously because of how she looks, but then you see your kit and you definitely pay the price for it later. But the thing is that she's not what she once was. She was one of the most dominant top laners in the game, out healing everybody and even dealing more damage than a fed Kayle. And this is when Viego was the top jungler in the game. Hopefully she'll get buffed again soon, and Rito will try to remember their second AP top laner. Wait. Yeah, I don't think Riot remembers their first AP top laner. And that's going to be it for this video. I really had a good time trying to play... Well, not really a good time. I really had a miserable time trying to play Gwen. But it is what it is. She's honestly one of my most favorite champions. I still need to try to get her to level 7. But I think I have better luck trying to play her in ARAM than I do in normals. For next month's champion, if you thought that Gwen had a high attack speed with her item set and her kit, I feel like Tanner's just gonna outpace me that by a lot. I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you really like this video, please consider subbing, commenting, and sharing with other people. We just recently hit 300 subscribers not too long ago, and I know me and Tanner are both super excited that we hit another milestone. It may be a small milestone, but it's a milestone nonetheless. We really appreciate all the support that you guys have given us, and we can't wait to make more content for you guys. But until then, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!